Nancy goes on vacation and accidentally uncovers a mystery cliché.
Is that not what the Nancy Drew series is all about? Nancy taking on mysteries handed to her, as well as discovering them on her own? Nancy doesn't just find mysteries, they find her.
Aunt Bet stays in a hospital for 3 full days, not even coming home to sleep. In real life, most hospitals have visiting hours.
There are many hospitals that have overnight accommodations, which costs money for those who wish to stay for however long they want.
But seriously, this is Nancy's 10th mystery. Why are we still calling her an amateur detective? She should be a professional by now.
Just because Nancy has solved 9 mysteries prior to this game, that does not mean she is a professional. Nancy also does not solve mysteries for a living, even though she does enjoy doing them. Technically, a professional would earn a living off of what they are doing.
Nancy has to do all these chores to get a canteen of water. She never uses the canteen at any point in time.
Nancy could be drinking from her canteen in between her rides to different locations.
Bee's Knees game reused from game number 5.
Reusing this game is not an issue. Many games have styles and gameplay that can be similar to the original.
Why does Tex have Bess and George's horses prepared on the days when he knows they're not coming?
Nancy, nor Tex knows for sure when Bess and George will arrive at the ranch. Tex may have just been prepared for their arrival at any given time of the day.
Oh yeah, let's call a random author for help. That'll work.
Charlena Purcell knows more about what has gone on during the 19th century period in Arizona than even most historians. As said in the paragraph shown here, why would Nancy not call her in order to get professional help with getting the information she needs?
Charlena has all this information memorized? I bet she's just reading it off a computer and pretending she memorized it in order to look smart.
As stated in the previous problem, Charlena is meticulous in her research. So, since she is a professional in her work, she would obviously have this kind of information memorized.
I told most of it to Mary Yazzie.
Aunt Bet pronounces Mary's name differently from everyone else.
Aunt Bet has a southern accent, therefore, it can affect the way she pronounces certain words.
Merrill spelling.
Not everyone in the 19th century had formal education.
Shorty claims he made lamb ragu, but we didn't get him the ingredients for lamb ragu. We gave him eggs and beans.
The veggies we picked would be a side dish, not the main meal. Shorty would have already had the ingredients to make lamb ragu. With the eggs, he would keep them in the fridge until needed.
It's possible that while everyone's attention was on that horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
Wrong. As we saw, everybody besides Nancy had left at this point. Nobody saw the horse but her.
Not necessarily. We never heard the door open or close once Dave and Tex left. Even though Shorty had left a little bit after they had, they could all have very well still been outside. Hence how they saw the horse.
How did Dave find this hidden cellar?
Dave?
Well, where did you come from? I also found this picture. That's Francis's father, Sheriff Merrill Humber. There's something written on the back. Stairs to cellar. That's Francis's handwriting. Looks like the other half of the message got torn off. I was hoping that the treasure might be under the stairs in here, but no such luck.
How long have you been digging around down here?
About a week. Mostly late at night or whenever I could sneak away. I come and go through a secret entrance. These stairs lead to a secret door behind the bookcase in the den.
It's Tex's birthday.
But we're not gonna mention this again, ever.
That's a great-looking cake you made, Nancy. Go get Tex and we'll eat it. Dave can help himself when he gets back.
Why can't we talk to Tex about his birthday? I want to know if he liked his cake.
Do you think I could have a piece of cake?
Sure, help yourself. Tex really liked it, by the way.
Nancy measures dry ingredients in a liquid measuring cup and liquid ingredients in a dry measuring cup.
Those who are not as experienced in baking will think this is an issue. However, for those who are more skilled at it, Understand that it is perfectly fine to do, and that this does not affect the baking process.
The recipe calls for a tablespoon of vanilla. Instead of using a tablespoon like a logical person, Nancy uses 3 teaspoons.
Nancy may have only been able to find a teaspoon, even though a tablespoon would be more efficient.
Nancy always takes the long way around to Cougar Bend.
The mountain terrain may have prevented Bob and Nancy from passing straight through to Cougar Bend. While there is a potential shortcut, Nancy either does not know about it, or it is blocked off.
The building was locked before Nancy entered. How did the culprits get inside?
There are breakable windows in the saloon which can allow robbers easy access to the building.
If you lose the game, you have to go back to Mary Yazie's and do the coyote game all over again for a second token.
You can just save your game right before you play the machine, in order to save time and effort going back to win another token.
You got a steady back home?
Nancy cannot date Dave. I have been told this is 25 points against the game's favor.
Why would Nancy damage a relationship with Ned by dating some cute guy who she just recently met?
Why does Nancy go outside when Mary polishes the agate?
The polisher was very loud. Why would Nancy want to be inside and possibly damage her hearing?
What is the paper Shorty's holding?
While the game does not explain what Shorty is holding, it is assumed that it is a map to the location of the treasure.
You've reached Carson Drew.
Hi, it's Nancy. I'm in jail. I really could use your help right about now. When you get this message, don't freak out, okay? Please call me as soon as you can. I guess I better get going now. I'll try you again soon.